What's up, Lego builders? I'm putting out a quick video today to show you guys more about my Lego Star Wars Slave One stand. I had someone ask me a couple weeks ago if I could do a tutorial on the stand, so I'm going to give you guys a closer look at it. I'm not going to take it apart and rebuild it or anything, just because I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to rebuild it if I did so, just because this is kind of a prototype and I haven't fine-tuned it or made it simpler. So let's dive in and take a look at my stand. Whenever I build a stand, I have two main qualifications or standards each stand must meet, and the first one is it must be sturdy, must be able to easily support the weight and not bend or tip over of whatever it's holding. And second, it must be able to take the set as is. I hate having to modify sets or take pieces off in order to display something, because I don't want to have to store those pieces somewhere. So this stand definitely does accomplish both of those. It's very sturdy and you don't have to modify anything. I ran Technic pieces all along the length of the base, and I connected them to the base plates with these black Technic pieces here. So the only reason I did this was so that I could connect my Technic pieces to these base plates on the bottom. And I have different sizes of the base plates. You can do all the same size. I only had one of each of these, so if I had all of these or all of this size, I definitely would have gone with that. So there's no really special reason why these are all different sizes, just my lack of parts. Here we have the main structure or pillar running up to the top. This is where it holds the Slave One, and this is just some Technic pieces all slapped together. There isn't really any rhyme or reason. I just wanted it to be high enough off the ground so that the Slave One was suspended in the air. These two pieces or beams right here are used to support this main pillar. That way nothing doesn't wobble. It's very sturdy. They're just used, they're built comprising of one of these black Technic pieces and then one of these slanted ones. I don't really know any of the names for Technic pieces or what other people call them, so I just kind of try to describe them. This one's slightly bent. These run along up to here, and then the top is a bit more complicated. So these are all Technic pieces hooked together, and as you can see, it's flexible. At first, I was not happy with this. I didn't like that flexible. I was afraid that it would bend or break, but it actually holds the Slave One really nice. It bends a little bit underneath its weight, so it really holds it really nice and secure. So I ended up kind of liking that method. All I did was stacked a bunch of these Technic pieces together. I did two short ones and then four at this length, and then four at one more, or two studs longer, and then the last one are my longest ones, and there's one of each of those on either side. And then for the hooks that hold the Slave One, I have just these gray hook pieces. I don't know what to call them. And then I have two other Technic pieces, one right here and then one right here, and they kind of run along right here and then back up that way. This helps keep the Slave One secure in its spot, because if I didn't have these, oops, let me focus. Because if I didn't have these, then the Slave One could just slide off the front of this. So this kind of keeps the Slave One stuck securely to the platform. The connection between the stand itself and this tall post is pretty simple. All the post does is it runs up right here, and it's connected with a black peg piece like this. So it's connected in there, and it just runs along through these Technic pieces. And then these smallest Technic pieces are actually the L ones. So they come in and then come down right here, and that's what connects the back part to this part right here. That way it doesn't flap back and forth. It's stuck securely in place, just like that. So that's pretty much it for the stand. Hopefully this helps you if you are interested in building a stand for your Slave One, or at least one that's similar to mine. It definitely was not the best tutorial video out there. I've never really done tutorial videos before. It would have been easier if I could have just taken this apart and rebuilt it, but I was afraid I wouldn't be able to build it again right. So hopefully in the future, when I have just better skill and talent at building or making tutorial videos, I'll do another tutorial on this one. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. But until next video, happy building.